Africa, hello Cameroon, and welcome to another very beautiful episode of Shine Africa. We are still in the Southwest region. We are at the Mountain Hotel in Boya, and we say a very big thank you to the staff and management of this hotel for taking very good care of us during our stay here in Boya. On today's episode of the show, we want to talk about a bit of journalism. We want to talk about a bit of marketing, movie production, and all of that. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to my guest, put your hands together for our guest artist.
Noisy on the mix.
But we still keep it up alive. We still keep it up alive. I wanna search my army for a greener pasture. I swear to you, bro, I'm at a pasta. He sat me right down and he read the scripture. I realized that I almost lost the future, but my mama was the only one that know this culture. Cause all I ever wanted was to be a star. Then I realized so much to lose, so many sacrifices that I can't fulfill. If I ever hurt you, please you tell my wrongs. If I ever fall, please you raise me up. My last supper with my 12 disciples. Then my last life before my last breath. For God so loved the world, he gave his only son. But now the day my niggas being shot by guns. Damn, you nearly broke my heart. Hip hop and daddy took a couple shots. But the one in you Bugatti, I don't care what them say. Hip hop dead and gone, but we still keep it up alive. Alive, we still keep it up alive. Hip hop and daddy took a couple shots. If I had to put up, make you tell me wrongs, I'll set me back, I'll make it right. Now only me and you be used today to share the place where you stop people. Now only me and you be used today. Be used today. I don't wanna live in I don't wanna want in you Bugatti. I don't care what them say. Hip hop dead and gone, but we still keep it up alive. Alive, we still keep it up alive. Hip hop and daddy took a couple shots. If I had to put up, make you tell me wrongs, I set me back, I'll make it right. Now only me and you be used today. I don't wanna do it naughty, but I want in you Bugatti. I don't care what them say. Hip hop dead and gone, but we still keep it up alive. Alive, we still keep it up alive.
Shine, shine, Africa, shine.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together again for Slide G. Thank you, and you're welcome back from that break. And it's time we took our guest, and my guest is no other than NJECK Silvanus. I'm doing boya things. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I know that being on radio CRTV in Boya, you are a star, you are a celebrity, and so I was announcing you as if you had won a trophy. Thank you very much. You asked us to do the pawpaw juice.
Yes, pawpaw juice.
Yeah, so we're going to do a smoothie actually. Welcome to my kitchen where we do the juice. Please,
Thank
that way.
you so much.
Shine, Africa, shine. Shine, Africa, shine.
We're promoting a healthy lifestyle on Shine Africa.
Okay.
So you just dash into your kitchen and you do something very quick. And now our juice is ready. On Shine Africa, it's gentlemen before ladies. So I serve you first. I love the consistency. Okay, that's okay. What's your favorite color? Red. Oh, I see it on you. But it's a strange color for a man, eh? It's a very strange color for a man.
Thank you.
For once, let me take red. So
Okay.
we're identical.
Yes.
Can you have a sip of your juice, please? So yummy. How do you like it?
It's yummy.
Just before we take leave of you, ladies and gentlemen, remember that a kitchen without a juicer is not alive. A kitchen without a juicer is not alive.
Shine, Africa, shine. Shine, Africa, shine.
You're welcome back from that juicy break, ladies and gentlemen. You're still on Shine Africa, and I am still with my very handsome guest, NJECK Silvanus. And you come from Ikiliwindi.
Yes.
You know, I cannot forget this name because we had a lot of student pastors back then in my seminary, when I was still in the seminary in Kumba.
Okay.
There were a lot of people that came from Ikiliwindi.
Yeah.
And those of us from the Northwest region, it was so difficult for us to start calling names like
Ikiliwindi.
Ikiliwindi.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell me about you, just briefly.
Yeah. Well, you said it all. NJECK Silvanus. I was born in Ikiliwindi. It is in the southwest region of Cameroon.
Yes.
And of course, moved to Yaoundé. I moved to Yaoundé for schooling from Yaoundé Boya, University of Boya. And then started working for CRTV, Mount Cameroon FM, where I am. I am also the communications officer for Footprints magazine.
Yeah.
By God's grace, I've backed up a few awards. In 2017.
We are going to talk about those awards
All
because
right.
you have too many awards, and I'm like, how can this guy grab these awards when I'm looking at some other people that we think should be grabbing them?
Yeah.
And you're just here quietly grabbing all the best awards. Wow.
Yeah.
Tell me how it was when you started work. Did you work somewhere before coming to work over at the CRTV?
No, I actually started at the CRTV.
Okay.
Professionally, I started with CRTV. I've
Okay,
not
so
worked anywhere before.
after your school,
Yes.
after schooling in the University
In the
of
University of
Boya,
Boya, yes.
what did you do to get into CRTV? Because to get into CRTV is not bong bong. So like,
Well, I think that CRTV always launches concours.
yes,
And they
I
always
know.
launch concours, especially for Cameroonians of English expression.
Yeah,
There's
okay.
always concours that are launched and recruitments are done. When they want to recruit journalists. But for radio animators, I was recruited at CRTV as a radio animator.
Okay.
And at the time, there was a concours that was launched too. So we were lucky to be taken and counted among those who have been recruited by the state broadcaster.
Yes. So when was that place?
That was in 2005. 2007.
2007,
Yes.
and you were posted here to...
Direct in Boya, yes. I didn't move.
That is serious. It's more than 15 years.
Yes, certainly.
It's strange that... that you've been working on the same place for this long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you want to just stay here in the Southwest region. Why are you not moving?
Well, I at one point, I will think that I want to move, and at one point, I want to stay. The thing is that I met Boya, a city that has charmed me from every angle.
Charmed you are going to talk about these charming things.
Boya actually charmed me, and Boya gave me everything that, even when I go out of Cameroon, I just want to come back to Boya. When I move out to other towns in Cameroon, I just want to come back to Boya. So I think Boya got me full.
Yeah, when you talk, as a man, when you say that Boya got you, we know when it comes.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but I'm a journalist talking to a journalist that I should consider senior journalist to me, yes. And let me just say it because you're in Boya, and when we hear Boya, everywhere you go, that Boya girls them. So when you're telling us that you're in love with Boya, is that what is keeping you here?
Well, I think, well, partly we cannot. When you're in Boya, you cannot run away from the Boya girls, them in quotes. I must be able to confess that out. But there are a lot of other things that are keeping me in Boya. You know, when we actually arrived here, I was telling people on my radio show that Boya will become...
What's the name of your radio show, please?
Hot Connection. I have Hot Connection. Yes. It's a radio talk show that deals a lot with entertainment too. I talk with a lot of artists. I told them when we came here, before we met the other young guys that are doing so well now, I told them that Boya will become capital for urban music in Cameroon and by extension Africa. And it didn't take long for that to manifest because I discovered a city where you have people from all parts of Cameroon. That's Boya. A city not too big, but so small, so organized, so clean, so reserved, and so conducive for education. So this actually pushed me to fall in love with the city of Boya. And from then, we've seen Boya grow from bound to bound, except for the crisis that has been able to
We're going
push
to
our
come
city
to
down
that
a bit.
crisis. We're going to come to the crisis. But then you were talking, you said when you got to Boya, you were telling people, okay.
Yes.
I caught you there.
I was saying that Boya will become capital for urban music in Cameroon. Yes. And I think that is manifested today because if you have to call 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successful Cameroonian artists,
they come from Boya.
Boya will be on the top, on the pole
Let
position.
me not talk for too long without telling you a very big thank you on this show. We are at the Mountain Hotel, thanks to you. We have had over 10 artists from Kumba, from Limbe, from Boya itself. We wanted local artists, and you helped us to do that. We'd like to thank you immensely for being my friend and for being Shine Africa's friend and for being a friend to my crew.
Let me
thank
just,
you. Thank you very
so
much. We are humbled.
Tell
me about animation. You know, when I worked on Afrique Nouvelle in Bamenda, I was actually one of the very first to work. Then I had not had professional training as journalist, but we were the ones who started Afrique Nouvelle, Republican Television Network, RTN. But then I was so much into the news. Animation, I think once the lady... Marie Sandra, I think, that was doing, Marie Sandra or Annie Collins, they were doing the request on Sunday. And they went on holiday, and I was put on the Sunday afternoon requests. That's the thing I will never forget. So it's so difficult to do animation. That's one of the things in journalism that I've never loved. How easy is that for you?
I used to say that it is easy to be a journalist, but difficult to be an animator, especially a radio animator. Because radio animation is something that, first, it should be inborn. And secondly, you must be very creative. Because I know in journalism, you write your script and read it out, but most animators, they do it off script.
Yeah.
And then you also have to be vested with different topics around the world. I think an animator should be someone who actually reads a lot. Because if today we're talking about Cameroon, I should be able to give 100 facts about Cameroon that you only find in books. If we're talking about the United States of America, I should be able to tell you about America like somebody who was born in America. So that's why it's a bit cumbersome to become one. But I think that another thing is the voice and then the speed.
And you have the voice.
Maybe.
And then the speed, you also have it.
So I think that's it. And it goes more where you have music and themes and all of that. So I think it's not difficult. You just need to be consistent and maybe pass through good mentors.
Wow, that is so beautiful. I think China Africa is just cool for me. I would not want to get into the animation business. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have another break. We're going to invite Slight G to come and give us another musical break.
The world is mine, I'm Tony Montana. 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 What you say about me doesn't make me panic. All I know, niggas, I'm Tony Montana. What you say about me doesn't make me panic. All I know, niggas, I'm Tony Montana. The world is mine, 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 I'm Tony Montana. You need another rapper for the season. I'm dropping on a beat as if I'm dropping on you. I'm hitting on his head as a thief. I need a change. As time goes on and things will change forever. Standing and I say slide, I backslide. Now I'm high on the ish me your for so long. I didn't kill so many rappers on the cypher. I sent so many rappers back, maybe on eBay, so they can start the music, so they can know the call before they go ahead, nigga. For some questions, they really need some caution, so they can make perfection. Yesterday it was just a dream before I came up with my own style. You know me? I told rapper this time. I was being raised up by LFD. The street funny. When I say talk is cheap, once you get that money, it's not how you spend that money. It's how you invest that money to get more shit. Go. What you say about me doesn't make me panic. All I know, niggas, I'm Tony Montana. What you say about me doesn't make me panic. All I know, niggas, I'm Tony Montana. The world is mine, 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 I'm Tony Montana.
I'm getting the money, I'm getting the wit, and I'm getting the show. From grass to grace, I'm getting the fame, so maybe you know. Mommy that brought for class, see me for bank, I'm getting the dough. Even I got for long, you put up a bed, I did playing a slow. Try my dog, got me smoking the shit. Fuck you hard, I'm making it big, you know what I mean? Tony Montana, Hakuna Matata. Mommy that nanga boko, even got even trust in my music go hammer. Search me in the game, I'm a ghost rider. I'm rolling in the wheels, call it Pathfinder. Raising up my empire, I smoke weed, I sell dope. I'm just no retire. Hall of Fame, I'm waiting the moment, I'm getting the beef. BET, I'm getting my ass, I'm getting the street. The boss is back, the boss is hot, the boss is cooking the beat. Slight G, no, we're making it big.
What you say about me doesn't make me panic. All I know, niggas, I'm Tony Montana. What you say about me doesn't make me panic. All I know, niggas, I'm Tony Montana. The world is mine, 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 I'm Tony Montana. What you say about me doesn't make me panic. All I know, niggas, I'm Tony Montana. What you say about me doesn't make me panic. All I know, niggas, I'm Tony Montana. The world is mine, I'm Tony Montana. The world is mine.
Wow, this is so beautifully done. And I must say that you have come all the way from Kumba. You be Kumba Pikin?
Yes, ma'am.
Fear Kumba Pikin them. Tell me, when did you start singing?
Started music around 2014.
2014, but professionally?
Around 2014 when I had to like join BXZ. BXZ, we had a label, the Uncle's Killer.
Yeah.
He quit for music and I had to continue with the game.
Wow, you continued with the game. I like how you talk. The music is in you, eh? So how many singles or albums or EPs do you have in the market?
Yes, I have an album of music right now, but I haven't launched it out yet.
Okay.
I'm still working on the ground.
So these ones, are they, the two songs that you've done on this show today, are they part of your album?
Yes, still working about that. I have Mr. Silvanus supposed I was about quitting for music, but he said, no, you got the talent.
So that's the man helping you. Yes. You're helping so many people. So my guest of today is very special. And I hope that when you go blow, you go remember me.
For sure. Not only you.
I'm Tony Matana.
Thank you.
I'm Tony Matana. Thank you very much.
I really do appreciate Shine Africa. Thank you.
Shine, Africa, shine. Shine, Africa, shine.
You're welcome back from the break, ladies and gentlemen. And if you are just joining us, you're still on Shine Africa. And I am still in the company of my very handsome guest, NJECK Silvanus. And now I want to concentrate on the very prestigious awards you have had. Let us talk about the one you got in 2017.
Yeah. Okay, the one I got in 2017 was the Guardian Post Awards. I was actually surprised with an award, say the best radio animator in Cameroon English.
Wow. In Cameroon, not in the Southwest region?
In Cameroon, yes, English.
Okay.
That was in 2017. And they said that for exhibiting an uncommon talent.
Exhibiting
an uncommon talent, yes.
I'm going to come as guest on your show.
Yes, I'm going to welcome you. So that was in 2017.
Okay.
Yes, I think that was the first one. Yeah. And the second one was...
In 2019?
Yes,
yeah.
That was Go Africa Initiative.
That's a big award.
Yeah, they were saying that based reporting in times of crisis, the crisis in the northwest and southwest regions of our country. It was an award given for balanced reporting.
Balanced reporting.
Yes, being able to exist in a crisis-hit region and do reports without taking bullets from any side, you know.
Okay.
Some of the biggest victims that
safe
talk
reporting.
About. Safe reporting, that's it.
Wow.
You know, some of the biggest victims of this crisis have been journalists, though we don't talk about much. We have more journalists in prison. We have more journalists who have been threatened. And I think that for you to be able to survive the two sides, it's not always easy.
I'm telling you, it's not, you're not even very far from the truth.
Yeah.
After our time in Boya, we're actually going to go to the northwest region, Bamenda, where we're going to continue shooting because we said, okay, let's move out of Yaoundé. But just 2 days ago, we got security threats from, I think, the Amber Boys in Bamenda. And so we are not going to Bamenda anymore. So it's a difficult kind of thing. Yeah. But tell me how particularly the crisis has affected you as a journalist and what you think, how you think it has affected the region, being a journalist.
Well, I think that, let me begin with myself. It has hit hard on so many businesses. A lot of people are actually suffering from this crisis. I had a lot of things we had to do that we could not do them because we cannot travel to... I cannot go to Iklewindi freely.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
I don't know what could meet you there. But on journalists, I think that it has put us in the most difficult situation that we've ever faced in the history of this country. Because you either report it or you stay quiet. But either way, it's dangerous for you.
It's dangerous.
When you do a report, detailed report, you have some other person somewhere not comfortable to report. Because at times, it's good to be honest. You don't just receive the bullet from the non-state armed groups that used to exist or that are existing still. You also receive at times from the administrators. So most of the times, it's been a very difficult situation for the journalists reporting in a conflict region like the southwest region of Cameroon.
Yeah.
Especially given that This is where violence actually erupted in that 2017.
I was here at that time.
Great.
Yeah.
And places like Monya, Moyoka, Ekona were no-go zone.
Yeah.
These are places you used to go there and eat pepper soup, goat meat. So it's becoming difficult. I think it's posed a major challenge to everyone.
Okay. Now let us talk about the other things you do besides journalism. What else do you do? I know that you are CEO of SIPMA.
Yeah.
What is that, please?
SIPMA, it's simply Cameroon International Premier Marketing Agency.
Okay.
It's an agency that we want to fill a lacuna, a gap that we've discovered, especially in the showbiz industry in Cameroon.
Okay.
Yes, I want to take you back to our film producers, film directors. Cameroonians have the best actors. We have the best culture. We are French, English country. We're a country with
Pidgin too.
Pidgin too should be added there, certainly. And we're a country with over 250 different ethnic groups in Cameroon. We are a rich country. We're African in miniature. Why is it that our movies are not watched in our homes? Why is it that our movies are not being watched in other countries? Why is it that our movies, our stars, are not respected even in the quarters where they live? So we understood that the major problem we had was marketing. Our products are not well branded, they're not well marketed. And that's why we actually came up with the SIPMA, Cameroon International Premier Marketing Company, with a first objective to give more value, give more visibility to the Cameroonian film industry. And it's a project that we actually took off in 2018, and we are currently working on that. I always tell Cameroonians that if we must grow and grow well in the business of films, we must be able to copy and copy rightly.
Okay.
If we're copying from Nigeria, copy well. If you're copying from Ghana, copy well. So we want to break that myth and try to bring more visibility into the movie industry and also to our young artists who are actually here. Those who have survived to shine today, they survive by luck. It's not organized branding or organized marketing that has taken them where they are. And with Nigeria just next door to us, 100+ population, I think that if Cameroonian movie can get just a quarter of Nigerian population watching, we can be able to make a lot of millionaires in our country. So we want to fill that gap. That's why SIPMA was born, and that's the goal we're setting.
Yeah. It's about, I think, the second time I'm talking to someone who is involved in marketing movies in Cameroon.
Yeah.
But I don't know, perhaps in Boya, but in Yaoundé, I don't know where I can get Cameroonian films. I don't know where I can get Cameroonian films at all. And to an extent, even music.
You're quite correct. And the problem is that we have our actors who produce their films, and they actually move door to door to do marketing. I sell to NJECK because I know NJECK. I invite NJECK because I know NJECK. So in reality, there is no strategy to market. I will take you to next door Nigeria, which is next to us. In Nigeria, when you produce a film, a movie, the marketers take over that movie. They do the marketing, they do the branding, and you relax. But in Cameroon, if our producers produce a film, they carry it themselves to meet their friends and family members. So there is no strategy to market. There is no clear plan of marketing. There is no goal set.
Do you think that's why the actors are not being respected on the streets?
I think that away from that, even we have wonderful actors, fine minds, fine brains.
That's for a fact.
Yes,
that's
the reason why I think that we're not very much respected by our own audience is because we have not been able to maintain that standard and class. That I think that we must work towards that. It's difficult for you to find somebody drinking in a bar at Clark's quarters, fighting with a girl, and you respect him tomorrow. It's so difficult. It's difficult for you to battle at one of the UB mini cities with a UB girl with somebody, and you want to respect him tomorrow. I think that our actors need to grow above that. The industry is growing, but we can be far gone. We have limited our production to premieres. Once you organize a premiere in Cameroon, you have 50, 200 people. We end it there. We say we are done. But that's just a premiere.
That's just the beginning.
It's not even marketing a film. A premiere is like you exhibit that. Come and see what we've
So
done.
it's actually the beginning.
It's just the beginning. So I think we can grow above that.
Yeah.
That's actually what we want to do.
I should also mention that you are communications officer for Footprints magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you so much. It's been so exciting talking with you. And I know that a lot of people watching and listening to you have learned a lot, and they would want to contact you. So probably we have the email running on the screen. And I know that people right here in this hall may want to ask you some questions. So now is the audience question.
Thank you very much. My name is Akim Junior Jide. Now, my question goes this way. As a journalist, how do you ensure that your work is accurate and factual?
I mean, the crisis hit areas. Yeah, you were awarded a very prestigious award for that. And now, did you go to the field to get your facts straight? Was it just sugar-coated?
Well, I want to thank him very much for that question, especially given the times in which we are and the new age of communication. That has been a major challenge, where you have, today is the first to post. You know, that's where we are today, the first to post without facts. As a journalist, what I think I do to be able to get facts straight, you must do what we call fact-checking. Fact-checking means that if I get an information, I have to be able to identify my source. A source, you have about 3 different sources that you must be able to work with to get your information straight. Secondly, you have to avoid forward as receive, because most of the time this information it's something that you cannot even place your hand on. So you do fact checking. You also try as much as you can to reason. You must apply the fifth sense, which is the sense of reasoning, because as a journalist, your role is not just to inform. Your role is to treat the information, weigh the options of this information, look at the impact that this information will cause to the society, look at what results you want to get from this information before you actually share this information with the public. So I think that those are the rules that we've been able to try and maintain. I will not hear from a flying news that 10 are dead and announce 10 are dead. No, I am not a doctor to confirm that somebody is dead. A doctor should be able to confirm to me that this man is dead. Even if I see this man lying lifeless, a doctor should confirm, because it's a doctor that has the power to say he is dead. I cannot confirm that somebody is dead. So we must be able to do facts checking and then what I call background checking to be able to get the information right.
I think you hit the nail on the point. Now, you've been answering all the questions. It's time for you to ask a question now.
Okay.
What would that question be? Not a difficult one.
Wow, this is... okay. I'm going to ask you, right? Yes. And I want to look at you eyeball to eyeball.
Oh, God. I'm shy. I'm shy.
Tell me, when was this idea, this wonderful idea of Shine Africa born in your mind? And what was it that was the major push to give birth to this baby that the entire Africa is enjoying today?
Wow, thank you very much. It's an exciting question. I always thought of doing this after I did the Better Life TV show. It was on both TV and radio, Afrique Nouvelle Radio and Republican Television. And when I left Bamenda in 2003, when I got married and joined my husband in Yaoundé. And I kept thinking I wanted to do something, but then I passed the entrance examination into the seminary in 2005. So after the seminary, I worked with the PCC for about, I think, until 2014, when I had issues with them and I decided to quit. So as soon as I quit the PCC, it was time for me to nurse or to bring to life or to the limelight the idea that was always in me. So it was born in 2014, if I should say. That's when I started working on it. I thought of the name. It was first time with Mirabelle, then now Shine Africa. And then it went on TV in 2016. Thank you. It was a difficult question. I thought it was not so difficult. And now let me run away from the question session and go to my best slot, which is the dance slot. And you asked for us to do, what are we dancing to now?
Yes, I want us to dance to the song Motimbelli.
Oh, God.
It's done by Mola Mongombi. It's a Boya-based artist I want you to discover and enjoy.
Okay, a Boya-based artist.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Motimbelli. Well,
you cannot know you're not from here. You are from Ikiliwindi.
Certainly.
Imana keka wajamba, mana keka wajema lowae. Nanundi longeli weli, wandi nika.
Ladies and gentlemen, clap for my guest. I so much wanted to just come and hold you and hug you so that we could dance to that one. But let's see how many marks you've made for yourself just dancing. So is it a 5? I'm not getting you. Is it a 7? Is it a 9? They gave you 9 because you're a journalist and it's, yes, you're an animator. Okay, you're going to just sign on the calabash. Just get some space, your name and a little signature. Thank you very much, and we have a gift for you. You don't come on Shine Africa and you go back the same.
Wow.
So we have a little pillow, so when you keep it and look at it, you will remember that you were here to talk about the Southwest region.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Jadosa.
That's a beautiful one, and I hope to see you again some other time if I come back to Boya.
We'll be waiting for
Thank
you.
you.
Soldo voce mano militare.
What did he say?
We'll be waiting for you. Soldo voce mano militare.
Oh, God.
We'll wait for you like soldiers.
Oh, God.
Waiting to hoist the flag.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Shine, Africa, shine. Shine, Africa, shine.
Before we take leave of you, here is our watchword. It is a Malawian proverb which says, "He who thinks he's leading and has no one following him, it's only taking a work. He who thinks he's leading and has no one following is only taking a work." Ladies and gentlemen, here's how we end this episode of the show. We are at the Mountain Hotel in Boya, and we'd like to thank you immensely for being a part of today's show. And until next time, I have been your host, Reverend Abongta Mirabel Siringwa. Bye-bye.
Imbana ke kawayo, imbana ke kawajamba, imbana ke kawajema lowae. Nanundi longeli weli.